while life goes on outside the Beltway, the other big issues to talk about, including infrastructure, including transport, and this is interesting, cycleways around the country. Around the panel, just briefly, National Labour both launched their transport policies, but what about the promised cycleways and making roads safer for cyclists? What do you make of this? Around the panel, do any of you cycle, starting with David Seymour?
Yeah, I have an e-bike and cycle around Epsom quite regularly.
Do you?
Yeah, it's great fun.
Very good.
Yeah.
Round of applause for David. There you go.
Wallace, why are you always surprised when I do environmentally friendly things?
I don't know. I don't know. All right, what do you cycle?
I've got a bike, but I usually reserve it once a year, women's events.
Yep.
To be honest.
All right, what about you, Darroch? Do you cycle?
No, I haven't cycled since high school.
Okay.
You should get an e-bike,
What's the follow-up
I don't even
question?
know what an e-bike is. What is it?
An e-bike, it's an electric bike. It's really cool. It's fun.
Okay, what about you, Jan? Do you cycle?
I've got 3 bikes.
Of course you have. Yeah. Of course. And what about you, Todd?
Absolutely. I cycle with my 3 kids and my wife around our cycleways that the government have put in Tauranga. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. All right. To those converts, to those of us who want to, I cycle, to those who want to convince people like the Darroch Balls of the world, is cycling in your city or New Zealand too dangerous?
Oh, he's just got to imagine himself in Lycra and then he'll be away. But no, they're not.
Whatever
Actually,
works
it
for you.
depends. It depends on if you're behind a wheel of a car. Then these cyclists are, 4 abreast, talking about themselves, and it's like a pain. They need
That's
to pull over.
stereotyping, isn't it? That's
But if you're on the cycle, it's like playing Russian roulette.
We do need better infrastructure. I come down from Cannons Creek and through Porirua, and there's the roundabout there, and there's no safe space to go on your bike, and it is really scary. And there are some traffic conditions I just don't want to do it. And, we need to make it safe. Our priority recently has been to make it safe for kids to get to school, to put in the cycle infrastructure, to get kids biking early. Yeah. Easy investment, should do it.
So what can the government do more to promote in a big way, Darroch, the cycling? You see David does e-bikes.
Well, I think you need creative solutions. I mean,
Like what?
we're resolving an issue in Parnell where the local community doesn't want to lose a whole lot of road space to cycle lanes, but the whole area is going to become a lower speed road, that way both people can share it.
You can get rid of parking.
No.
I was just going to pick up on the Cycling Action Network's 3 priorities, which are increasing the number of children who currently ride to school from 2% to 6%, increasing the cycleways safely to 2,000 kilometres, and also Vision Zero, which is about making sure that people who are riding their bikes are safe.
Okay.
So no deaths and no injuries.
All right, now Darroch, New Zealand first, should they get in? You seem to know not a lot about the issue, so what are you going to do for the infrastructure, for the cycleways? What are you going to do?
Well, we could live in a utopia and have cycleways everywhere, but we've got to we actually live in...
A utopia?
we live in reality, right? So you've got to ask where the funds come from. And right now we've got local governments who are putting plans in place. They understand that there is importance for safety. They understand that there's importance to build that infrastructure because more people do want to cycle.
Okay.
But it's all about priorities. It's all about making that plan work.
It's also about a network, which is why we need more accessible public transport to take those cars off the road, to make the environment safer.
And central government not prioritising big roading projects.
All right, then. Well, let's go to our guest and see, is this a utopia?
Well, from a Cycling Action Network, Patrick, how are you? Thanks so much for coming along. What do you think?
Cycling is awesome.
Obviously. He's even, Wallace, I don't know if you can tell, but he's given me these special cycling, fashion. And you're wearing, what's special about them?
This is from Project Glowwear, and it shows that being reflective and high-vis doesn't have to be boring.
Hey, Charlotte, forget about the fashion. What the hell is this?
This is fashion too. This is a super, super tight bike. Let me lift it up. So, this means that you can take it on a bus. Actually, you should do the talking. What's so good about this?
So this is a Brompton folding bike. It's the future of urban cycling.
Thank you, Wallace. Thanks, Wallace.
Easy to fold. You can keep it under your desk at the office, put it on the train or in the car.
How difficult is it to sort of undo it? It looks very complicated, like a Lego piece.
I'm pretty sure Katerina could demonstrate in a few seconds.
Yeah, come on, Katerina. Come on, let's have a bit of a...
Let's time her, shall we? Okay, undoing the bike. Is it dangerous to cycle in Wellington, just quickly?
Cycling is great for you. It has amazing health benefits.
But it is dangerous, the drivers.
Nothing in life is risk-free, but cycling has amazing health benefits. It can reduce... Whoa, here she goes.
It's stuck. Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
How long does it normally take to undo this bike?
It should take under 30 seconds if you're really proud.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
We're off. Ooh. it's quite an
Wow.
It's quite an old school looking bike, quite
Very
a vintage
cool.
style, isn't it? And do we need more cycle lanes or do we need to make our roads safer?
So successful cities invest in safe cycling, and I want to congratulate.
How about that? How about that?
Whoa!
That is cool.
Jump on, show us. Sit on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, very good. All right, now. Oh, sorry.
So today I want to start a bidding war with the MPs here. So National has invested in cycle tourism along with the Greens, invested in urban cycleways, and recently in cycle training for children. My challenge to every other MP is, how are you going to see them and raise your game on that?
Interesting.
All right. Okay,
Good
that's
point,
quite a good
Max.
point. Quickly around the panel. What do you reckon, Todd?
Well, I think we're doing a great job. 333 million on urban cycleways, plus the training on school, plus working with ACC and NZTA
Actually,
to make things faster.
That is a good
and
job.
Safer.
330
No,
million.
they are.
That is a
It's
good
a
job.
good start, and we
start.
take a little bit
It's
of
a
credit.
start, though. What
It
about
is a start.
now, Darroch? Has that fold-up bike there convinced Winston Peters, who's watching tonight?
I don't know, you're going to have to ask him, mate.
What about you?
Convince me?
To cycle?
No.
Oh, well, what's with you?
I'm just adverse to cycling. I
He's
don't do
being
it.
honest.
Oh, okay. Louisa?
No, honestly,
$330 million
yeah,
into
credit
cycle.
where credit's due. Well done. I mean, the big issue for my community is access. My kids don't have bikes, so how can we get bikes into the communities, into the homes in Manurewa, into the schools? And actually, I want a big bike park. So
how
if you can help
we?
me with a bike,
How can we?
Oh, we can, because there is money available. So I'm going to partner with Cycling Action Network and get a bike park for Manurewa.
All right. And finally, David, does cycleways harm businesses? A lot of people go, you can't sort of rip up the...
Yeah, look, that is a reality. And as a local electorate MP, you've got a whole lot of people saying, look, this will kill our business. And it's not just the businesses, it's the church, the Holy Trinity Cathedral. It's also the Parnell District School who are saying, look, you will kill access to our organisations if you do this. And so you actually do have to balance those
Final
things.
response to that, Jan?
I think it's about good urban design and supporting people in that transition to public transport and
this all
biking.
costs money.
It totally happens in other places.
This all costs money, and Louisa can say that there's money there, but where is it going to come
But
from?
it saves on the health budget massively if you get people on their bikes.
Okay.
It'll
If
not, if
save.
you fall
it
off.
does.
Your
It's true.
thoughts on this? Hashtag backbenchers on ES. Look, next up on backbenchers are supermarkets, the biggest drug pushers in Aotearoa.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.